Hey there, Cancer. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, all you need to do is go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also simply follow the links down below. And for those of you who like to go deep and look at things from a spiritual, multidimensional perspective, the incoming wave video for this week is up. And you can check that out at my main channel page by clicking on my avatar beneath this video, or going simply to the down bar below and opening it. You gotta open it if you're on a mobile device, and click on the link that will take you to its playlist. So, what is going on when it comes to your week ahead? Well, this week is overlit by the Hanged Man upright, and this is giving a sense of a lot of you Gemini people actually taking a step back and allowing the environment to kind of catch up to you. I'm looking at the Hangman as a need to pay attention to where sometimes it is better to be surprised when we are being hands off. It is one of the, surrender, give it up to spirit, give it up to the universe, give it up to God kinds of cards. And when we talk about the Hangman upright, it's important to understand that this is not something that is enabling victimhood. Absolutely not. But you are seeing that there are certain stories that are wrapping up in your environment that have nothing to do with you. And so you are calling back your energy, calling back your activities. We are not getting as involved. We are not interfering unless, of course, use common sense if somebody's doing something horrible, or if you are in a situation where it impacts you directly. It may be better to allow yourself to go along for that ride. Because with the Hangman upright, what we can see is shifts going on in the entire playing field around you. Unexpected, yes, but also at the same time overwhelmingly positive. These will be things that might challenge your sense of normality in a lot of ways. And so we don't want to necessarily block things because we might be unfamiliar, or we might feel like we are not informed or educated on the matter. Sometimes these things have a way of getting a lot of work done in a very, very short time. And then we are able to, of course, reap the rewards because we didn't really have a part to play in that story, or at least in that part of the story. And you will see that, especially in your work and finance area. We have the Six of Swords upright. A lot of you Cancerian people are getting taken on a bit of a bit of a shift, a bit of a turn into the unknown when it comes to your earnings, when it comes to maybe even a new job opportunity, a new project coming your way, because the Six of Swords is actually escorting you. I'm seeing you being escorted either by another person or something going on within your field, your career, your industry, that is allowing you to flourish in a space that is ultimately foreign to you. Now, this may actually feel like sort of a hidden gem that we didn't actually know about. It could be something that we misjudged in the past. It could be something that allows us to make some serious headway and to move forward when it comes to not only our ability to earn more abundance or create more abundance, but also to actually find an easier way to work when it comes to advancing our career. Let's not forget, the Six of Swords is also about moving from unstable waters to calmer waters. And when we have this card show up, you are going to be seeing that the industry, the market, the company you work for, maybe even the area of finance you are in communications with, is completely changing into something different, something completely new. You're not the only one sensing this, but this can benefit you. So don't cling to the old or drop anchor prematurely. Allow yourself to be experimental with what's being offered to you. As we get to your community card, we talk about friends, relatives, other people in your life. We have the Nine of Cups upright. And it does look like something that you've been seeking, something that you have been trying to maybe manifest, something that you've been trying to pull into your life is actually going to be found, acquired, and even granted to you by a friend or by a relative or a community that you roll in. Now, with the Nine of Cups upright, it's important to understand that this is a wish being granted. And if you haven't made any wishes, you've been doing this way too secretly, or maybe in some way you've been kind of getting caught up a little bit in too much of the nitty-gritty, trying to do it too much all by yourself. Let yourself be inclusive, but also at the same time allow your intentions to be known and clear, and then watch when you step back with the Hangman how this is actually produced by those that are also interacting with your reality. Because the Nine of Cups is a yes answer. It's an affirmative. It's a gift. There is something being, handed off to you. There is something being found, manifested, and delivered. This may be something that, a person has been working on trying to do for you. Step back, let them do all the work themselves, not in a lazy, codependent way, but let them do it their way, and you will actually see what happens, okay? So we're taking our hands off the steering wheel with the Hangman. As we get to the relationships, when it comes to love and romance and other people, when it comes to, maybe new relationship opportunities as well as existing relationship opportunities, I am seeing with the Five of Cups that there is a bit of a unified message for both available and both exclusive Cancerian people, okay? So it's kind of all wrapped up this week. And this is showing that whether it's somebody new or somebody in your life, there is going to be a circumstance coming up where they are forced to face some kind of loss that they have not accepted. Now, this could be a loss that actually occurs this week, or maybe it's something ongoing or something very recent. But you are getting this very strong urge with the Hangman in conjunction with this to not get yourself involved. And it's not to say that you can't be supportive. There's a way to be supportive without accidentally getting roped in. And with the Hangman, this is very, very important because you are ultimately going to be an opportunity to provide sanctuary. You are going to be this is something that your partner or your intended has to kind of go through and face, maybe on their own or with their own friends if it's a group thing, or with their own family if it's a family thing. Be there and be supportive, but the temptation to get roped in, as well as the temptation to maybe get involved, will only bring us to a place where we are not able to help them kind of get through this and process this situation effectively. It's also important to understand that this is something that they have to go through. This is essentially a gate or a bridge, metaphorically speaking, that your partner or your intended is going through. They have to do it themselves so they can actually go through the lesson themselves. Don't try to insinuate yourself into the situation and rush them through or make them bypass it, because this is apparently something that is a big deal for them to go through alone. And it will actually then, of course, reflect in the relationship, in the family, or in the potential relationship that they have with you. And so we don't want to get roped in. We don't want to volunteer to get roped in. Okay? So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.